Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The Warriors won the game against the Wizards, but the team has shown some flaws that need to be corrected with new signings. And bringing in a big man is already a previous request from Coach Steve Kerr. Warriors and Dallas Mavericks make big player swap and Brandon Podziemski leaves. The Golden State Warriors could address their need for frontcourt depth by trading for one of the most efficient centers in the NBA. The Warriors are reportedly linked to Dallas Mavericks center Daniel Gafford and have the pieces that the Mavericks are seeking in a potential deal, per Ronak Bose of the Times of India. The Golden State Warriors are reportedly exploring trade options to address their struggles this season, with Dallas Mavericks center Daniel Gafford emerging as a potential target, Bode wrote. A potential trade could see Golden State offering assets to secure Daniel Gafford's services. One of the key pieces in such a deal might be Gary Payton II, who has built his career as one of the NBA's most versatile defenders. With his ability to guard multiple positions, Payton II remains a valuable asset for any team seeking defensive improvement. Gafford is averaging 11.7 points per game on a whopping 70.5% shooting from the field. He's adding 6 rebounds a night for the Mavericks. This marks the third straight season, and fourth for his career, in which the Arkansas native has shot north of 70% from the floor. In 6 years in the NBA, Gafford has never converted lower than 68% of his shot attempts. He could also bring strong rim running and interior defense to the Warriors, exemplified by his 1.5 blocks per game for the 2024-25 campaign and his career. Warriors can give Mavericks what they want for Gafford. Dallas would get one of the better on-ball defenders in basketball by acquiring Payton II. While he's been an integral part of Golden State's MO for the better part of the last 5 campaigns, the Warriors have an abundance of guards in their lineup. Behind Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, he could create a championship-level defensive culture for their ball club. The Warriors could also afford to part ways with Podziemski, given his inability to take the next step this season. Gafford may not be the most athletic big man in the game, but his ability to finish lobs, operate out of the dunker spot, convert hook shots in the post, and man the middle could give the Dubs a needed edge down low. What's the injury update on Stephen Curry and Draymond Green? The Golden State Warriors had a bittersweet victory over the Washington Wizards on Saturday night. On one hand, they won a competitive 122-114 ball game. On the other hand, their main cogs, Stephen Curry and Draymond Green, both left the games with injuries. Green exited the game with calf tightness pretty early into the night. Curry suffered an ankle injury later into the game after scoring 26 points. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr was always going to face questions at the post-game press conference about his 2 main stars going down. The championship-winning coach was honest with his response. "Draymond's going to get an MRI tomorrow, and Steph just told me he doesn't think it's serious," Kerr told reporters. "They'll both be day-to-day for now." Of the 2 players, it appeared the Warriors' head coach was more concerned with Green than he was with Curry. "He was really limping on the calf, it seems like," Kerr spoke of his power forward. "Again, we don't really know. So we'll have to wait and see what the MRI shows tomorrow and just kind of assess him the next couple of days, and then we'll figure out what's next." Kerr explained that until the situation with Green is figured out, Moses Moody is likely to be due for an expanded role as a replacement. "Moses really seems to thrive at the 4, the Warriors coach commented. "That's a spot he's comfortable with, using his strength and then the ability to stretch the floor. He's always played his best for us in this role. If Draymond's out for a little bit, then it's a good chance for Moses to get a lot of minutes at that 4 spot." Moody finished the game against the Wizards with 13 points, 1 steal, and 1 block. The fourth-year pro played 29 minutes in this game, his second highest total during the 2024-25 season. It should not surprise anyone to see Moody post a new season high on Monday against the Boston Celtics. Draymond Green apologizes to Jordan Poole on social media after infamous 2022 punch. The incident at a practice in 2022 created some high tension between the two former Warriors teammates. Jordan Poole returned to the Chase Center on Saturday night, this time with the Washington Wizards, to face his former team, the Golden State Warriors. Poole obviously has a lot of love for the Warriors and his time with the team. He was part of the 2022 NBA championship, for instance. However, his time with Golden State is often overshadowed by one incident with Draymond Green. Green infamously punched Poole during a practice in 2022, which caused the Warriors to fine him. He was never suspended by the league, but he did take a leave of absence after the incident. Needless to say, tensions are probably still high between Green and Poole, especially based off a quote Poole told reporters on Saturday after the Wizards' 122-114 loss. "Yeah, I love those guys over there. I love most of those guys over there," Poole said. "A really good group. A really good staff. Shout out to the fans. I saw a lot of 3 jerseys out there, a lot of JP3 jerseys, which is always really cool. I always get a lot of love here. I spent some good quality time here, and it's dope to see it appreciated." After this comment was posted on X, Green responded to ESPN's Mark J. Spears' tweet saying, "I really am sorry. It's difficult to read the comment as genuine or as a subtle diss back at Poole, but regardless, Green did publicly apologize to Poole, even over 2 years later. Last month, Green appeared on the 2 Cents podcast with Penny Hardaway and expressed that punching Poole was one of my biggest failures as a vet. "One of my biggest failures as a vet was what happened with Jordan Poole," Green said at the time. "It took me to go through that failure with Jordan Poole, who was someone that came in and chose his locker to be next to me because he wanted to learn from me. He was someone that I would spend time with and that I would pour into, and eye it all up." It sounds like Green is still regretful of what happened back in 2022 with his former teammate. Maybe his apology on X on Saturday will help mend their broken relationship a bit. Steph Curry ankle injury not expected to be serious, Warriors coach Kerr says. Steph Curry missed the final minute of the Warriors' win Saturday night over the Wizards with an ankle injury, but Golden State coach Steve Kerr does not believe his star guard will miss much time, if any. Curry rolled his left ankle late in the game, defending against former Warrior Jordan Poole. He blocked a floater attempt by Poole, then was injured after landing. He was down for a few seconds before limping to the bench and did not re-enter the game. Speaking post-game, Steve Kerr said Curry didn't believe the injury was serious, though his ankle was wrapped in the locker room. He will be day-to-day, as will Draymond Green, who left the game in the first quarter with calf tightness. Curry, 36, has a history of ankle issues from his early NBA career but has largely avoided missing time since a 2012 surgery and the Warriors' ascendance to title contention in 2015. He did miss 3 games earlier this season after spraining the same left ankle in the Warriors' October 27 home opener against the Clippers. Curry was second in scoring Saturday night for the Warriors with 26 points on 10 of 22 shooting, 4 of 14 from 3, in 34 minutes played.